Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Now we are going to start our second lecture in environmental impact assessment. Uh, this lecture we are going to explain about the environmental quality and sustainable production system path forward. Yeah. In this lecture, we are going to see how the environmental quality is important and also to know about the sustainable production system. Yeah. Uh, by this course also can let you to understanding what does mean the environmental quality. The environmental quality, that means the physical and biological and chemical characteristic of the environment that to be very well and to be good for the uh, for the biodiversity. That means to be well placed for the all kind, like human, all kind of organism, human, animal, viruses, all of this kind can live in the diversity because we know every organism have the role in the environment to do it here, and that can let the environment to be more sustainable. Yeah. Concern for the sustainable production systems, that means that uh, mean how we can let the how we can that system to be more sustainable. Agriculture, manufacturing, and energy sector have become primary uh, driver of the environmental degradation. Yeah, that means when we are going to establish some some system is very important to see to be good for the all sides. Yeah. As I mentioned, in the agriculture and manufacturing to be good, yeah, to not affect to the environment. We are mentioning this point that balancing human need with planetary boundaries. That means how you can do the balance between the human need and also with our life or our planetary, because we know the human have the need and our planetary it has or it have the limited resource. It's very important for us to do the balance between our need and also with let me to set and with our penalty, because if you not balance, that can affect our the environment or our penalty. Now, concern for the introduction for this lecture, as David Suzuki said, we are first species in the world, yeah, that become geological force. This is the human activities here is affected in the geological of the planetary, because human have the ability to make the change or to do the pollution, and that pollution can do the geological change or can also can affect in the all planetary. That's why the David Suzuki mentioned this point. Yeah. Also, as we know, since 1915, the acceleration of the pollution in the planetary, it is very high. As you see, after the revolution of industry, you see how rise there is a money industry has been established, and that established is they do the cause the emission of the money gas and also money pollution and affect in the air pollution and also in the soil. That's why the acceleration from the 1950 up to date, yeah, is very high. Yeah. Additionally, in our Earth right now, to be more balanced, we need other Earths because to consume the emission of the gases like carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Yeah, yeah. As I mentioned, 1.7 Earth needed for the current consumption of the carbon monoxide and dioxide. Yeah. Because the huge of the industries and very limited of the plants. And we know that plants is observed that carbon monoxide or dioxide and release oxygen. We need another plant, yeah, to reduce this emission. Also, let us to explain about the sustainable production. Sustainable production, that means producing the food and service without depleting the resource of our planetary or ecosystems. As you know, as human, we need the goods and the service, and the planetary or an ecosystem can provide us the resource here. When our needs of the good of the service or service become more than our planetary, that means can affect in the sustainable of production, because with that we can affect in our planetary or also can affect in the let me to say that can affect in our life. Now we can let us to see the cost, environmental costs. Let us to see the environmental costs of our life right now. As you know, the industrial revolution has a very cost in our environment. There is a money impact. One of the cost is the industrial impact. By the industrial, it is affect in the air quality. As you know, particular matter 2.5 can cause a death in the human, for the human, and also can affect in the respiratory system and can cause the many disease here. Additionally, as you know, the New Delhi has a huge pollution in the environmental, or let me to say in the air pollution. This is that all of that is due for the industrial. Yeah. Secondly, can affect in the water stress. Yeah. Citarum River pollution. which lies in Indonesia, is affect in the ecosystem inside the river, because due to the industrial, they are discharged their liquid waste inside that river, and that directly affect in the ecosystem there. Also, microplast magnification image also can affect in the environment. Yeah. All of this is the environmental cost. As I mentioned, the environmental impact, environmental costs have the money. One of them, the industrial impact. And the industrial have effect in the different. One of the impact is effect in the air quality. And the air quality can cause the respiratory disease and also can affect in the air pollution, and that can cause many problem in the human or in the animal, even in the trees can affect. Second impact of the industrial is the water stress. As you know, the Citram River, which find in the Indonesia, is polluted by the industrial liquid waste. Do you, for that reason, is stop or affect for the for the life system inside the water, affect for the fish and also for the microorganism those live inside the river. Additionally, also can microplastics. Due to microplastic in the water also can affect in the microorganism inside the river. This is the environmental cost. One of the environmental costs is the industrial impact. Second, it is the agriculture pressure. Also, this is the second effect or second cause is the agriculture pressure. Deforestation is the world has or lost 10% of the global trees since 2000. And mostly in Amazon and Congo Basin and Southeast Asia. Brazil, Amazon lost 17% of its forest within 50 years. One of the very important environmental costs is agriculture pressure. As the research mentioned, the world lost 10% of the global coverage of the trees. All this due to deforestation of the state. Some countries, they are prepared or they get their fuel from the forest, and other countries they extend their cities and deforestate their trees. All of these problems lead to reduce the coverage of the trees around the world. More than within 25 years, lost more than 10% of the total coverage of the trees. This is a very dangerous indicator. Secondly, as you know, the Amazon, one of the big forests in the world, which lies in the Brazil, lost within the 50 years, 70% of the total of the forest. This is also is a very also is a problem. Additionally, the agricultural project, one as I mentioned, deforestation, another problem is the pesticides. Yeah. The farmer, they are farming their or planting, they are using pesticides or use the chemical pesticides. As you know, this pesticide can affect for the biodiversity of the organism and also can cause the pollution inside the water and also can affect even for the direct effect can affect for the human. Yeah. All of this is considered as the agriculture pressure. Now let us to see the another energy dilemma. As you know, the coal plant, some people or some communities or countries they use the charcoal, and this charcoal can affect to the or can cause the climate change. And other country they are used, especially the developing country, they are using the wind farm. As you know, this is a good solution for those countries they are using charcoal. Wind farm is a more secure and also can save the environment, can save the environment. Additionally, in the future, majority of the countries and also companies they are focusing and invest in the renewable job. As you see in the picture, there is a solar system. Some people they are organized or fixing their solar system. Additionally, even can see in the many countries, Sudan, Morocco, many countries, they are use the renewable or use the wind, and some of them they are use the solar system here. In this picture, this is the solar system. Also can avoid or can save the life. Can save the life of the human or the animal, and also can save our planetary from the climate change. As I mentioned, let me to make some environmental costs. As I mentioned, one is industrial, and industrial is focusing one of them in the air quality, and second is the water stress. Additionally, agriculture pressure is focusing about the deforestation and also pesticide. Now we can see the energy contrasting image, or let me say coal and plant. Some countries they use charcoal. That charcoal also can affect, also is considered as the environmental cost, because when people use the charcoal or cutting the trees also can cause the impact of the environment, because can reduce the total quantity of the rainy, and also can increase the deforestation, can affect the money problem. Yeah. Also, it is considered as the environmental cost here. Now let us to see how we can make the solution for the problem which I mentioned, like which I mentioned, it's industrial costs and also agricultural costs, and also for the energy costs, people use the charcoal. This is some solution, practice solution to reduce the environmental cost. Yeah. Kalumberg case studies the industry. In the Kalumberg case, people they use recycle of the material or of the waste to reduce the emission of the gas and also other things here. Some research found the carbon dioxide reduction equivalence 69% of recycled or bio-based material in 19 can avoid 132 kilotons of carbon dioxide. This is one of the solutions we are using to do recycle or reduction. This is a very to do recycle is one of the solutions. Yeah. Could you hear me? Could you hear my voice, Jamal and Faisal?
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Okay, good. Yeah. One of the solutions, as I mentioned it, yeah, can use can reduction and also can do the recycling of the material. By this, can reduce or can avoid our planetary with carbon dioxide. Yeah. Second solution, it is regenerate agriculture. Regenerate agriculture, that means we can use the farming cycle. When we are use the land and we notice or we realize that that the quality of that soil it is reduced, it is better to do the cycle, or let me to say, yeah, we can use the cycle. You can change the type of the crops here, not depend on one type of the crops. You can change in the many. As a Rodal Institute finding, drought resistant by regenerate agriculture. When we are do the regenerate agriculture,